Welcome to Elevate Springfield, where we will dive into strategies and stories that help you rise to your full potential. Each episode, we'll talk about how you can take intentional steps to elevate your life and your business while making a meaningful impact on those around you. Along the way, we're going to bring in the change makers from our community that are already elevating. We'll bring the actionable strategies, you bring the discipline and follow through, and together we can elevate Springfield.
All right, let's go, Springfield. Time to 10x your day, y'all. Time to level up. Time to crush it. Hey, you are listening to the Elevate Springfield podcast. Robert Ferriell here, certified 10x coach, speaker, and mentor, here to bring you actionable strategies. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together we're going to elevate Springfield. Well, you are listening to another segment of Communities Grow Together on the Elevate Springfield podcast. As you know, we drop these segments each week. The Communities Grow Together segment will touch on all things nonprofit associations and how we as a community are working together so we can all grow together. This segment is brought to you by David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agency over on West Wabash. Whatever you need insurance-wise, whether that's business, life, home, auto, or anything in between, hey, David and his team can take care of you. Give them a shout, or hey, stop by and visit them over on West Wabash. These segments are quick hits of actionable strategies and what's going on in our area to help you level up and grow together. Be right back after the break. Looking for personalized insurance with hometown care? David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agent, is here to help you protect what matters most: your family, your home, and your dreams. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, David and his team are proud to serve the Springfield community with trusted advice and reliable coverage. Local service, real relationships, peace of mind. Call today or stop by their office. They can build your dream protection plan together. Call 217-726-6343. And we are back for another edition of Communities Grow Together, brought to you by David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agency. Hey, anything you need insurance-wise, David and his team will take care of you. Give them a shout or just stop by their office over on West Wabash. Well, hey, contributor to the show, my friend from Masco, from Land & Lincoln Professional Development Group, from about 12 other things.
Big
Jeff
boys,
Dillman.
Big boys,
Backyard barbecue. Yes. Anything and everything. Mr. Local here. What's up, man?
I've been sitting here for a week waiting to come back on the show, so I'm glad you finally showed up.
Right. I know, right? Well, I was out of town in Florida for a little bit, as you know, so yeah. I'm glad you kept the seat warm, though.
Yeah, I did.
Waiting for me.
I keep doing what you're doing. I'm like getting all bouncy in the seat.
Yeah, these newer chairs, for anybody that's listened to the show or watched the show for a while, these are not the original to the studio, so we didn't have this problem of bouncing around and swiveling, but now we do. But they're awful comfortable.
They can't see this, but I get a dirty look every once in a while when I'm swinging, so I'm trying to sit still now.
Hey,
trying.
If it makes you feel any better, you're not the only one that gets that dirty look.
I'm
Every
sure.
now and again, I got to give them the hey,
simmer down.
Simmer down now.
I think you're going to have to take the swivel off the swivel here.
That's right. I could just put little brakes on each side, so I'll give you like 2 inches of swivel. Just enough to where it feels like you're moving, but not enough to...
It's funny, though. When you sit, you don't realize you're moving until you get the evil eye. Right?
Well, got to make sure my clips look good, right, man? And I want to make sure my guests look phenomenal. And if you're going back and forth, guests might not look phenomenal.
That's true.
So...
That's true.
Well, Jeff, what have you been up to lately, man? I know you're in the community doing a little bit of everything. Man. So what's been going on lately?
Working on a lot of nonprofit stuff. The FBI, Springfield Citizens Academy, Alumni Association's a nonprofit board not affiliated with the FBI. So we're engaged in the community there. Been helping Compass for Kids, feeding the kiddos there the last couple months. We got our next one coming up sometime in May. So what's kind of cool, the FBI field office will send a few agents over and then plus our board and we're really getting engaged. So we're gearing up for a pretty heavy calendar there with Back to School Bash, Juneteenth. There's a lot of events that, we'll get involved with. Family Service Center. There's always something going there. Shout out to Sangamon Tree Service.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, man, over $10,000 in free work. He picked our charity, or we picked our nonprofit this year to help benefit that. So we're gearing up for a busy season there with trivia night. We got Bags and Brews coming up there. Boy, you name it. There's just, Local First and Land of Lincoln. There's just so much going on in the community. And, I wouldn't have it any other way. So
Not about it. Yeah, with Family Service Center, you guys know, friend of the show, Mr. Chad Fowler from Sangamon Tree Service. Probably saw him. If you follow any of the socials for any of us out there, you might have seen him doing all that work. It's just phenomenal.
It's crazy, just to plant your whole team there all day and just the work they do, the fine tuning. I kind of joke, but it's actual truth. No stick left behind.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just phenomenal, the cleanup and his work ethic and his staff. And I think the relationship he has with his staff, you could tell it's very rewarding, and it's probably like a family feel, but quite honored, for that, because, times are tough and we don't really have the funds, and that is a safety issue for kiddos. Mm-hmm. We were having children climb the trees to get into the playground, which is unattended, and that's not good. And we just had some old trees that needed to come down and to basically protect our investment from Acosta Roofing.
Right, so exactly.
We did a little over $100,000 in a new roof with Acosta a year or two ago. And so when Chad looked at it, he said, as he says, it was a no-brainer. So Chad, we love you. We appreciate what you do. So
that's what I love. The partners on this show are just phenomenal. You get Sangamon Tree Service, Acosta Angeli Roofing, David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agency. They do so much. I mean, of course they have great businesses. We know they have great businesses, but they do so much for the community as well.
But that's
what I love working with them.
They are, all three of them, quite frankly. I mean, I'm always following David too. It's like that guy's everywhere, winning awards left and right.
I know, yeah.
Right. I mean, this is a guy from Lazy Boy to Insurance, and he's killing it.
Out there crushing it.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Now, Chad, I mean, you talk about the family feel of his company. We've had one of his employees in, Jack Richards, Mr. Richards, as they call him.
Mr.
So he's taken on a leadership role with the company, and saw Chad presented him with his 5-year watch not too long ago. So
isn't that
super
awesome?
Cool. Yeah,
that
super
is awesome.
Cool. With Sangamon watch coming up, just like I got my Sangamon watch on right now. I traded in the old Galaxy watch for the Sangamon watch.
It's almost like Flavor Flav. You can see it from a mile away, man.
Right? Yeah. It's got some colors in it. It's got, it's pretty shiny. It's the Route 66 100-year anniversary one is the one I bought.
Nice.
So it's kind of cool. All the colors that you can see around it. It's got all the states that
I see that now that you say that. When you turn that, that's pretty cool.
That's what it is. And then, of course, everything they do, they've got engraving on the backside here, and they're just really well-made watches.
Looks like it's good quality.
Very good.
And then I
quality
follow him on social media too, and the repairs he does and all that. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's been on the show too. So we happen to be building mates here.
That's right. That's
So,
right.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Yeah, no. Chad, the work that they can do on those trees in those tight spaces just
crazy.
floors me. It's just awesome.
Well,
I mean, those were some tight spaces at Family
Yeah,
Service.
and it's funny. We had a tree which would have been on the north side of the building in a fenced area. And when I pulled up, he said, "Hey, we're going to probably have to cut these down smaller and carry them to the building." Well, I didn't comprehend that. I thought, he's full of crap. What's he talking about? Well, and then when Karen came out, he was telling Karen the same thing. I'm going to cut these down a little smaller, and we might have to take him through the building. Well, I realized he was actually telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Is because the tight confinement that they were in, there was no other way to really to get him out of that fenced area.
Right.
But I think we found a way to unlock the fence. But there you go. That's the tight areas that they work in. And that arborist lift he has goes 72 feet. I mean, first of all, he was using the example, showed Will what 36 feet was. And we're like, no, I can't imagine 72. Because he asked, "Do you want to go up in it?" And we're like, no, I'm not going up in that. Absolutely not. But once again, there's a guy that we talked a little bit about, his plan, what he wants to do. And, we won't embellish that today. Let him share that. Yeah. But he's a smart dude. He's got his plan mapped out for the next 5 years. And that's a guy along with his teammates, his company, and his wife and child. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
You can tell.
I love it. Love it. So I know you've had the chicken fries and the fish fries and the whole things. How did some of those ones lately turn out for you?
We're a fish fry, TRN Lake Club that I'm involved in. Great group of people. We've talked about that on the show, and we appreciate that plug. We ended with probably our best season, I think. We just got seasoned. Speaking of seasoned, we got seasoned good cooks and just good staff and help in that club, which is all volunteer. So that turned out really well. Now we've switched gears, and tomorrow night we're going to try something on the patio for TRN Hump Day. And Larry, Gary, and myself are bringing our pizza ovens out, and we're just going to experiment with some wood-fired pizzas.
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. And so we're going to see how that goes, and if that goes good, we might entertain that idea.
Bringing that oven that does like 60-second pizzas. Is that what you're bringing?
800, 900 degrees in 60 seconds. And I did all the Italian sausage last night, so I've got all my prep stuff done. My wife's making the dough. She makes really good pizza dough, garlic parmesan, and she uses still Heineken beer. And it's phenomenal. So you're really going to get, between the three of us, really good. 3 different cooks, 3 different techniques, 3 different ways. And I don't want to say we're going to be competitive, but we probably will. So we're either going to have good pizza turnout or we're going to burn the pizzas. So we haven't figured that out yet.
Right.
So we're excited for that. And of course, then with the AMVETS and Family Service Center out of Post 10302, we've got our next chicken dinner coming up May 8th. That's 100 meals until we run out. And I'm pretty sure we're going to run out. Yeah. So, and then we've long ranged that. So now we're going into June, and with Sean, the commander, which has been on the show, we're going to do a horseshoe bar. So that'll be cool. And probably July, go back into either chicken, or we may do a pasta night. So yeah, there's something always happening. Today with the Chatham Chamber of Commerce, we planned out with the ambassadors. We're doing a Compass for Kids dinner on April 30th at Third Presbyterian Church. So yours truly will lead with, I'm thinking maybe doing some smoked chicken, smoked mac and cheese to feed those kiddos. There's 35 kiddos there that may not have a meal. So yeah, really, when you look at the schedule, it's kind of like you and I were talking about at lunch one day. It's like, I don't know how we do it, but we just do it. But we have to remember, we have wives, and in your case, you have children, and I have a dog. So we gotta, we have to remind ourselves of that, because my wife always tells me, you always tell me no, but everybody yes.
Everybody else,
and
yes.
When she said that, and it really hit home. She's right. But just love the community engagement.
It's crazy how that works out sometimes, and it's easiest to say no to the people that are closest to you.
It is
crazy how that works out sometimes.
Well, I think it's like a carpenter. You can build everybody a house, but you can't build your own, right? Other things we're doing in the community is we're part of the Springfield Police Department mock assessments.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And so we've been engaged with that, and now we've got fire
coming up. I got the email for that.
Fire's coming up for that. I want to talk to you about that. That's an opportunity that we're looking for a few more mock assessors to help the city out.
Yeah, I was looking at the dates on those. I should be able to help on those.
Good.
Yeah.
So I'll introduce you to Joseph, who coordinates that with the mayor. Karen Cox is going to come in and help. It's a fun time because you're seeing these first responders that really are going to be, they're the future. And on the fire side, a lot of these kids they're sharp. I mean, they're military personnel or have some volunteer firefighting involved with it. So we love doing that. We love helping CACC out as well.
Got a cool event here coming up real soon.
Got that cool
next,
event.
About 20 minutes here.
So that's kind of cool. To honor to be able to do that, and just to see where youth are going to head.
Yeah,
through the educational program academics that you guys do at CACC to get them ready for college. So that's
and with
exciting.
that, Jeff's helping out with that, along with 3 other local First Springfield board members. What we're doing there, we're selecting the CACC School-Wide Student of the Year. So out of almost 1,300 students, you guys are going to have the final call on who gets to take home the crown. So
no pressure.
A lot of weight on those shoulders today, brother.
No pressure.
So,
no pressure.
Appreciate you helping out with that.
Well, looking forward to with our fellow local First board members as well. But,
You mentioned Compass a minute ago. Last week, LLP&G, you were able to give them some money, right? Pretty cool.
Yeah. So we allocated $1,000 to Compass for Kids. We did that a couple months ago, but with travel, and you've been filling in for me, I've had a lot of stuff going on. We were actually able to present the check to Brandy and Compass for Kids, and so that's exciting. So that's $1,000. That's going to go to good use. There's always something at Compass that they could use money for.
Right.
They've got this big match program going on now, which they expect to raise thousands of dollars. So that's kind of cool. And it's good just for Land of Lincoln. The whole concept of that was, give back to the community. I mean, you can't give everything, obviously, because we do have expenses, but give back to the community. So maybe the next swing of giving aways, we might take some of the local businesses that we have in the group, buy some gift cards, and maybe just randomly give those out into our group. We'll make something fun out of it. Just so we can show that, hey, we support you as well as you support us, and we're trying to get people to stay engaged and buy within the locally owned businesses. And we got local first.
Yeah, local first. We got some cool
Springfield
stuff coming up. We just finalized a couple of things. We're partnering up with Westside Market in June and July. We're gonna do a dunk tank as part of our booth. It's gonna be super fun.
And Jack's gonna be
we're
in it.
gonna get Jack in there. Jack Geyser from Clean Cut, and we'll see if we can get a couple other folks in there. So somebody that you want to come out and see hit the dunk tank, get all sopping wet. But that's going to be fun. That's going to be a good opportunity for Local First members to be able to, one, support other local businesses there, but then come out and have a little fun too.
I'm excited. They've done a really good job with that. And I know Land O'Lincoln, we're doing something a little small with them as well. But I think that's great. There's just a lot of fun things happening with Local First. Enjoy being on that board. We got our big membership meeting coming up. So we're going to be pushing that I think we really want to look at more restaurants. We really don't have enough restaurants in our group, so we know there's a lot of good locally owned restaurant owners out there that should partake, that we could frequently visit and have meetings at as well. And then we got a big thing coming too, right?
Oh, yeah, we got a big event coming in the fall. We're going to be announcing here real
That's
soon.
exciting. I'm glad I didn't say that out loud.
Yeah,
I almost did.
Hasn't quite been announced yet, so we're going to maybe save that for one more week.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
But what's really cool is we've talked for a long time now about how communities grow together, right? About how all these associations should be working together.
Right.
And Land O'Lincoln and Local First, of course, we're working together phenomenally well. But now we've had events with Silsa. We've got another one coming up. We got the networking on the green. It just feels like everything is starting to coalesce.
I think so. I think recognition, like when Kate reached out with memorials, who said, would Land O'Lincoln be, involved, and would Local First be involved? Of course, Chatham Chamber. Absolutely. We know with Kate and Memorial Health Championship, and Emily's doing a bang-up job, and Emily Canham, and I love her to death. That tournament's very important to the community. The economic impact that thing really puts into Springfield. And it's a shame that there's still businesses that don't recognize that. I don't know why. I don't think you have to love golf. You just have to love the fact is, look at some of these business owners. I mean, the hotels. Being involved with golf a little bit with a family member and the PGA Tour, it's important that, you frequent these places and support. So you don't know the fate of the tournament. I mean, will it continue to happen? We hope so. But that's going to be a fun night networking on the green. I just think that shows where communities come together and we grow together. And I'm seeing that with us. I mean, we're growing together, whether it's friendship or businesses. I mean, we want everybody to be on the same page. That's probably not going to happen, but we do have two really good, solid groups. And, the momentum with Local First is, I just keep looking at that. It's going in the right direction.
Yeah.
So it really is.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get to interviews here soon, but before we do that, I want to mention one last thing. You got your Masco University coming up. What's that all about, brother?
Yeah, Masco University. So May 14th, 7:55 a.m. check-in, where we'll be done by 11:35. We're bringing in our manufacturers. This is our fourth university, and we're going to educate the community, business clients, potential clients, on the proper techniques of cleaning, what to use, what not to use, some fun giveaways, and just really more of a university setting. No tables, just chairs, and listen. And we're going to ask people to be engaged. And being engaged, asking questions, asking good questions. But it's just good. It's something that our competition's not doing. And whether we get 50 people, we get 40 people. Our manufacturing reps love it. I mean, they're flying in from Pennsylvania, Chicago, out west. They love it. They don't care if there's 100 people there. They'd be fine if there's 40 people there. They just love the fact to get in front of someone. So May 14th, we're excited to kick that off. And big shout out to Emerson Printing for helping us with all of our printing needs and keeping me in check. So that'll be a fun time. So I encourage everyone, anybody can come.
That's what I was going to say. Who should show up for something like that?
Anybody.
And do people need to RSVP?
You should, but we know in this day and age, we have a QR code on that sheet, but they don't. But, that's okay. Go to our social media page at mascopackaging.com. You'll see the flyer. Show up. If you want a breakfast sandwich, you might want to RSVP because we're only going to have so many of those. We're expecting, roughly, we'd be happy with 65 people. We'd be glad with that. So we're using local sources for chairs and all that. So once again, we practice what we preach. So we want to bring in local establishments. We want to basically show the importance of why to buy from Masco, right? And that is female family owned, and we're right here. The owner's right here.
Love it. Well, you ready to go do some interviews?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, if you want to learn any more about anything he just talked about, which could be Local First Springfield, Land of Lincoln Professional Networking Group, Compass for Kids, we're talking about Big Boy's Backyard Barbecue.
That's
We're
right.
talking about Masco. We're talking about everything.
That's right.
You know him. He's Mr. Local right here, brother. That's right.
I don't ever sleep, man.
That's right.
I heard that the other day.
That's right. Yeah, you're going to get the
I'm going to win that award.
There you go. We're going to let Jeff get back to all those things and all the ways he elevates Springfield. But for the rest of y'all, we'll be right back.
Hey, Springfield, when it comes to reliable, high-quality roofing, you don't want to leave things to chance. That's why you should reach out to Acosta Angeli Roofing, your local roofing expert, serving Springfield and surrounding communities. From quick, dependable repairs to full replacement, from residential to commercial, they are your trusted pros. Call them today at 217-993-2748 or visit their website to book your free quote and inspection. Don't wait. A little leak now could lead to major damage later. Trust the local experts, protect your home, and get peace of mind with Acosta Angeli Roofing. Well, thank you for joining us today, everybody, on another segment of Communities Grow Together on the Elevate Springfield podcast. Thank you again to David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agency, for partnering with us on this segment. Hey, take what you learned today. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together, that's right, y'all, we're going to elevate Springfield. Be great.
Looking for expert tree care with hometown integrity? Look no further than Sangamon Tree Service. They're your trusted local pros, delivering quality workmanship, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing every time. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, their team brings professionalism and care to every job, big or small. Call the name your neighbors trust, Sangamon Tree Service, or visit them today at SangamonTreeService.com. Sangamon Tree Service, rooted in quality, built on trust.